Hello and welcome back to RJ0. Today we're going to have a continuation of Introduction to Guitar. Um, so I had spoken to you about not needing, to start off with an acoustic guitar because electric guitar can be so much easier to, push your fingers down on the frets and stuff and play. And you don't need an amp to start off with. You can just play acoustically. It sounds fine. But if you want to take the step, into getting something, amp of some kind, okay, then you can just, here we have my guitars that I have just, readily available for me to play. I do have a tube amp, which are a little more expensive, but solid state amps. And then I have my multi-effects, which is a Headrush MX5. And then I have this wireless. These are pretty cheap. Lakato on Amazon, so that you don't have to have a cable and use a cable to plug in to your amp or anything. But you can plug directly into a multi-effects unit, okay, like this right here, and put headphones on, and it's got amp simulation, it's got all kinds of stuff, for you to get the, tones that you want and the effects that you want. And you can just plug in headphones and jam away and have a great time. Now, if you want to, of course, use an amp, okay? I have a Boss, in the corner over here, I have a Boss Katana, 50 watt. It's a very small amp. Those are like $200, $250. And it's got effects built into it. It's not a modeling amp, which models and other kinds of amps and stuff like that. It's just got a setting for clean, it's got a setting for crunch, it's got a setting for lead. And it does have this brown sound, which is like the 80s, from the 80s, Van Halen, Guns N' Roses type of tone, for jamming out and having a good time. And it's got, like I said, some effects. It's got reverb, it's got delay, it's got a little bit of phaser, and stuff. And you can plug it into your computer, and you can actually change the types of pedals, right? It's got a distortion pedal that you can add on top of the brown sound, for extra boost. And then you can actually, with the software, go in and change which overdrive pedal that you want to use when you select overdrive. You can change it from a Metal Zone pedal to a regular Boss SD1 type pedal, so it's got all kinds of stuff you can use. Now, as far as one thing I didn't show you guys, and that was how to hold a pick in the first lesson. Okay, and you use your finger and your thumb, your first finger, your pointing finger, and your thumb, and you just grab the pick like this, leave a little bit exposed, and you'll find what's most comfortable for you. Some people like to keep their fingers all in a row like this, which helps give extra strength to that first finger, especially when you're doing kachunka stuff, like metal stuff and everything. A long time ago, I played with two fingers and a thumb, and I did that for the longest time and everything, not knowing that it was improper or anything. I could do, two fingers are nice and strong. I could do the kachunka stuff really good, And then I found out that I was sort of limiting myself somewhat. So I switched over to using just one finger and my thumb, and it actually set me back for a little while. So it's good to learn how to hold your pick properly to start off with, okay? And so then you just, hold like that and everything. And like I said, you'll find out what's most comfortable for you. Some people like to keep their fingers out like this when they play, and they use their pinky, on the pick guard to kind of hold it, So I do have an acoustic guitar. It wasn't entry level, it's a little bit more expensive. I think I paid like $700 for it. And then the action was too high for it to be comfortable for me. It means the frets, that means the strings are too high off the frets when you push down your fingers and stuff. It was kind of hard. So I took it took 3 tries taking it back, and they had to actually put a shimmy of some kind in there to get it to where I wanted it. So now it's actually nice and low, almost like my electric guitars, and it's really easy to fret and play and everything, But that costs a little bit of money, and you got to get to somebody who's going to, set that up properly for you. So, but that my acoustic guitar costs more than almost all my electric guitars. But again, make sure you hold your pick properly, okay? And get yourself, like, There is a multi-effects pedal out there on Amazon called Nux, Nux MG300. It's only $150, and it's actually comparable. They actually have comparisons between the Line 6 Pod, okay, and the Headrush MX5, which are your more inexpensive multi-effects pedals that also have amp simulation. So it simulates different types of amps that you can, to get that different kinds of sound that you want, from Fender to Marshall to Mesa Boogie rectifiers, for heavy metal stuff, and it's great. I mean, you're entering a realm, of having a really, really good time, a really, really fun time. Obviously, you don't want to spend too much time messing with your effects, then taking away from your guitar practice. I hope you've been practicing, and I look forward to your comments. And please subscribe to my channel so that way you get any new videos that I might do. I'll do some lessons, maybe some songs, and I've got a couple guitars that I want to highlight why I like those guitars in the future. So anyway, thank you for being here and supporting me, and have a great rest of your day.